Everybody wants to be, but nobody wants to do. Girl, it's time to be real, raw, and relentless. Everybody wants to be, but nobody wants to do. You know it's time.
Recrown you.
What's up, guys? It's your girl, Truly Inspired Martin, and welcome to another episode of the Recrown You podcast, baby. That's right, we are here for the ladies who are ready to be real, raw, and relentless in their pursuit to unleash their inner badass. So what exactly does that mean for you? That means that you're a woman that has been through some shit and you're ready to face it. That means that you got some things going on or some things that you had happen in the past and you just never dealt with it. But you're saying, you know what? I don't know what's ahead of me. I don't know what's going to come of all this, but I'm ready to take that journey for myself because I'm worth it. Hey guys, listen, it's a solo episode today with your girl, Truly Inspired Martin, the Millennial Reset Coach. And I am so excited about today's episode because it is something that means something to me. So the Millennial Reset Coach comes from a place of saying that you can start over. You can push that button for yourself. You can get past your past. And that is why we are here today, ladies. We are getting into something that I love to talk about, which is how to snap back from a Smackdown. Woo! I hope y'all are ready for this because it's about to get real hot and heavy. This is going to be a cute little, short little one right here because I want y'all to just get this information and go implement. You ready? So let's get into it, right? So snap back from a Smackdown. Shit happens. Get back up, right? So one of my favorite quotes, as y'all know, I like to start every episode with a quote, is by my man himself, Les Brown, right? When life knocks you down, try to land on your back. Because if you can look up, you can get up. Let your reason get you back up. Whew. Your reason is your why, ladies. It's that thing that's deeply embedded inside of you that you cannot shake no matter what happens in your life. And if you realize, as women, a lot of times we have fallen down, right? We have fallen short. We have gone through some things that really just make us feel at a point where we just don't even want to push any further. But that is the point when you need to find the strength and the tenacity inside of you to get back up, figure this shit out, and push through, right? So I don't know if a lot of y'all don't know, right? But I used to box a little bit, right? Get my little box on, do, right? And one of the things that have always stuck with me is some of the steps that I learned in boxing, right? And if you think about a lot of the things that you do in life or go through or what have you, there is so many different things that can correlate to other things that can teach you lessons throughout your life. And one of those things that I found to be very, very important is the steps of boxing. There's 4, right? There's 4 steps of boxing. And I'm going to get into that right now so that this can help to push you through when you're going through those moments of not knowing if you can push through, right? So I'm super excited. Let's get into it. Numero uno, right? So number 1 step in boxing is commit to a rigorous, comprehensive training regimen. So what does that exactly mean, right? So when you're in the gym and you're boxing and you're teaching yourself or learning how to box, they tell you that you have to commit to a rigorous, comprehensive training regimen. You got to get in the gym and start putting in that work, right? You got to start learning the steps. You got to start getting your body to a place where you can get your heart rate to a certain place and still be good, right? Where you can still move around and get yourself right and you are preparing yourself for what is to come after. I'm telling you that in life, you're going to have to commit to a rigorous and comprehensive training regimen. You got to commit yourself to a place in your life where you are constantly training for the next thing that's coming. Like, a lot of times we look at our situation and we say, I got through that. But you never realize that sometimes that same thing is going to come packaged in a different way in another part of your life. But if you put yourself in a place of understanding that, you know what, I'm constantly training, I'm constantly staying ready, I'm constantly putting myself in a place where I remember what happened last time, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to document this. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to write this down. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to commit this to memory that, you know what, I know this is what happened and I know this is how I handled it. Here is how I can handle it in the future. Here is what I learned from this. You are training your mind. You are training your soul to be ready for what comes again. When you're training and when you are putting yourself in a place of constant pressure to know that under pressure, diamonds are formed, you got to start putting yourself in the ring with yourself so that you can be ready for those moments that arise again. So many times we're just like, you know what? Shit happened, got through it, dodged that bullet, blah, 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 right? But how about when it comes again? Will you truly be ready to get back in the ring with that thing? It all starts with you getting in the ring with yourself, all right? So number 2, learn the fundamentals, right? Learn the fundamentals. That's your stand to your footwork, right? So when you're boxing, right, you got to learn how to stand, because if you stand incorrectly, boop, 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 you're going down, right? If that footwork ain't right, if you ain't dodging that man right, if you in the ring and you just standing still and you keeping your legs locked and all that good stuff, like, baby, you're going down, okay? It's going down. So you don't want to be that person that does not learn the fundamentals. Learning the fundamentals is truly training yourself in life, right? You're learning the fundamentals of, okay, this is how I handled it last time. Let me not do that. You might want to start even doing personal development coaching with somebody. You might want to start reading up on some stuff to learn the fundamentals of how to act, how to work under pressure, under anxiety, whatever you fell into in that last situation, depression, anxiety, whether you had suicide ideations, whatever that looked like, you got to start getting into a place of being proactive and not reactive. Right? So when you get to that point where everything just hits you all at once, right? And shit hits the fan, are you going to be the person that says, you know what? I remember how this went last time. Let me take a proactive approach and actually start to take control and control my controllables in my situation, right? Or are you going to be the reactive person that's like, damn it, here we are again. And then you're just losing your mind and you're out of control and you're not taking any control or any type of inventory of what is going on around you because you're too busy being caught up in your emotions and you're not controlling your emotions. Your emotions are so important when you go through anything in life, anything from business, anything at work, anything in your relationships, anything, period. Your EQ is way more important than your IQ, right? So you got to be real cognizant of how you act under pressure. And that comes down to learning the fundamentals and getting your stance and your footwork right in your mentality. Whew. I can get so much deeper into all of this at another time, but I ain't going to give y'all all the work today, right? So number 3, practice punching. Whew. That's the preparation, y'all. That is the preparation. You got to start allowing yourself to take on situations that come at you. Do not, and I say this again, do not fold under pressure. Shit is going to happen. Life is going to happen. But something happens when you get into a place of already being prepared, of already knowing, you know what? I'm not going to be able to dodge everything in my life. I'm not going to be able to just wing it all the time, right? There's something about being prepared. There's something about being in a place of preparation where you've already been in the gym and you've been punching. You've already been out there swinging. You probably done fell down a few times, but you got back up because you knew that last time you was a little bit too far to the left. So this time you need to hang to the right. Don't miss what I'm saying. It comes down to you practicing and having that preparation, which starts in your mentality, which starts in writing out what happens, which starts with creating a safe plan for yourself to be prepared for the next thing that will come. I didn't say if it will come. I'm telling you that it will come, right? And it's going to come in different facets, different things in your life. And you just got to be prepared, and you got to be able to see that shit before it comes. And that comes down to you being prepared, because you knew that what you did last time didn't get you all the results that you needed, right? Or you did what you did last time and you were not all the way happy with what you did last time. Or you might have handled it almost correctly, almost perfectly in your eyes, right? But you want to remember what happened last time so that you have that preparation that started in your mentality. Everything starts in your mindset, right? And I'm telling you from a person like me that when shit used to hit the fan, honey, I would fold. I would go into depression. I would get high anxiety. I would go into a place of just, I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to deal with this. Life is too hard. I just can't, right? But something happens when you take ownership. Something happens when you allow yourself to be vulnerable to yourself, to your situations, and say, you know what, from this point on, I'm going to take a conscious step and make conscious decisions to take ownership and take control of my situations. I'm choosing to control my controllables. I'm choosing to do more for myself. I'm choosing that no matter what goes on in my life, I'm going to be the one to make the decisions around here. I'm not going to allow my environment or the things that are going on around me in my life and the things that are coming at me, I'm not going to allow that to control me. But instead, I'm going to control my controllables. Woo! Number 4, and this is the last one, ladies. Learn to take and block punches. Okay, so when you in the ring, right, and you fighting in a real fight, you boxing out here, right? If you ever really paid attention to like Floyd Mayweather, he's a GOAT right now, right? He's real beastie when it comes to learning to take and block punches. That man's almost untouchable. Why? Why is he almost untouchable? Because he been training, right? He been out here on a strict, rigorous training regimen, right? He's always been learning the fundamentals. His stance and his footwork is nasty, right? He got that thing on lock because he been in the gym training and he has learned the fundamentals of how to box correctly. He also been practicing. His preparation is nasty. You put in those hours, you put in that time, you learn from your game footage, right? You go back and look over that stuff that happened in the past and you say, you know what? I probably should have cocked to the left a little bit. I probably should have dipped down. I probably should have had a better block. You start looking at your past so that you can know how to move forward. He's a monster when it comes to learning to take and block punches. And I'm telling you that you have to learn how to take and block punches in your life. You gonna get some blows. Some things ain't always gonna be blockable, right? But you gotta learn how to recover from those things when they come at you, right? You gotta learn how to have that game face on. You gotta know how to take those punches, but also block them. You got to be in a place of being ready, of being prepared, of understanding that, you know what, life happens. You know what, that happened to me. You know what, I might have gone through some real bad mental health issues in my life, but I'm learning now how to rebound. I'm learning how to snap back from that smackdown. I might have been in a domestic violent relationship. My mama might not have loved me that much. My father might not have been there for me like that. My cousins, my sisters, my brothers, people don't support me the way I need them to. Whatever that situation looks like for you, you got to find a medium in between you moving forward and being selfish to your own needs and you being able to recover at a really extreme rate, or you are going to be that person that sits with your shit forever and you're going to be unable to recover and you're going to be in this place where you're stuck with your past and unable to blossom into the person that you need to be. I'm telling you that in order for you to snap back from that smackdown, something has to change. It's inside of you to change it. You cannot concentrate on everything and everybody around you and you're forgetting about you. You're forgetting about how much you matter. You're forgetting about how much it's going to take for you to recover from that moment. You're forgetting that if you do not make this decision today to say that I matter first, to say that I'm not going back to the way that I did this before, to say that, you know what, life happens, shit happens, but I'm choosing to get back up. There is something that happens when you make the choice to get back up, even when life is telling you to stay down. Even when everything and every circumstance around you is telling you that this is all you got, you have to adopt a growth mindset and say, no, this is not all I got. This might be all I see right now, but I can see beyond this. I can grow beyond this. I can do way more than what I see right now. And even though I got $1, I'm going to make this dollar turn to 100. You got to get out of that place of being in a fixed mindset. That fixed mindset is telling you that this is all you got. And I'm stuck here with this. I'm telling you that you got to dig yourself up out your mess so that you can get to your message. There is no way that a queen can rule. There is no way that a queen can sit up on her throne with the posture that she needs to without owning her shit, without getting past her shit, without learning how to control her emotional intelligence, without learning how to shape her future by looking back at her past. So I'm telling you that it is important for you to find your moment of snapping back from the smackdowns that life is going to throw at you. But only you can make that decision. And I'm hoping that you're deciding to choose you in this fight. So I hope that helps somebody and grabs you right where you are, because honey, you are worth it. Honey, you have the ability to get back up. I don't care what it looks like right now. But you got to make the decision to say, you know what, I'm going to cry this shit out real quick. I'm going to get mad real quick. Real quick is the main word here. You get to sit with your shit for a little bit. But at some point, it's time to bury it. It's time to flush it down the toilet, right? It's time to release that stuff that no longer serves you in all aspects of your life. But only you can make that decision. And I'm praying and I'm hoping that you choose to do what's best for you. But in the meantime, in between time, queens, I'm going to catch y'all next time. It's your girl. Everybody wants to be, but nobody wants to do. Girl, it's time to be real, raw, and relentless. Everybody wants to be, but nobody wants to do. You know it's time.